All right, everyone, welcome back to another 5 Metas Every Pro Should Know video here on the Diano channel. Today, we're covering France, home of the 2024 GeoGuessr World Champion Blinky, of course, and thought we would pay an homage to him by doing a little bit of France meta stuff and learning a bit more about France, because a lot of people will just be clicking middle France label. But I will show you that that doesn't always have to be the case in some of these rounds. So I'll highlight a couple of metas here for both region guessing, some linguistic metas, and some architectural metas as well. So hopefully you guys learned something here. So let's hop into it. Yo guys, don't mean to interrupt, but I think you guys need to subscribe and also like the video. Help me out a lot, and it's free. So definitely do it. Enjoy the video. All right, so for the first meta, we're going to talk about a little bit of crops. So lavender fields, first thing that we'll talk about, is found mainly in the southeastern part of France, so like north of Marseille. And there are a couple little pockets of it. If you look in like these, like, I guess, brownish, tannish spots, you'll see a lot more lavender fields. Here's like an excellent example of it. And then like when they're in Gen 4 and they're growing, basically. Summer is when it's going to be peak lavender season. But like this is like moving into fall here. So they'll turn into like gray little bushes like this. Well, this is still lavender, of course. And a couple more examples. Here's a like Leslie planted. I don't know how to explain this one, but like yeah, just gray bushels is what we're looking for. And a couple of pockets here. Once again, these neatly lined lavender fields. Here, and a couple up here north of Soult here. And yeah, this is in May, so not gray bushels, but they're just about waiting to bloom into these beautiful purple ones that we see here. So lavender fields here, very niche, but you will get this north of Marseille. All right, a little bit of a linguistic meta here. We're going to be looking in northwestern Brittany here, and if you see the Plou prefix, Plou, you will be in like this area around Brest. So Plou, a lot of Plou starts to the names here. This is a great example because we got like 4 towns with Plou on them to start. But yeah, northwestern Brittany is going to have a lot of the Plou names. Plouescat, Plougerno, which I'm not going to say another French word for the rest of the video, but a lot of Plou starts, prefixes to town names. And yeah, once again, I mean, we have Brittany architecture here with like all of this white. Kind of reminds me of, Irish architecture in a way. Like on this one especially, kind of looks super Irish. But yeah, you can help confirm with these Plou prefixes to town names. And that's a very short meta for you, but a very useful one in case you ever get put in a situation in which you get Plou on some signs. All right, next we're going to be talking about some Signbacks stuff. And, the first that we'll start off with is these green stickers, which are found in Ur et Loir. But yeah, just southwest of Paris here, this province here, you're going to get some green stickers essentially on the back of the, like mostly yield signs, I guess. But you can make out the province name on the green sticker there. And yeah, these are found on pretty much every signback, and you can see the green sticker on all of these. And you can see it from pretty far away. Even if you don't know what it says, you can still recognize that to be a green sticker. Here it is on a stop sign, not just a yield sign, but you will find it on a bunch of these, like the bottom rectangular stuff there. So yeah, you can get a nice plonk down just west of Paris if you see these green stickers, because they are provincial to this specific province. All right, next we got this grayish green signback, which can be found in like the Brittany area in Côtes d'Armor province and the eastern part of Île-et-Vilaine. And then we got the in Pyrenees area, like in Pau and east of Bayonne. So yeah, great pronunciation by me. But yeah, by grayish green signback, you'll see what I mean by these examples. So we do have like a slightly grayness to it, but also you can tell it's green at the same time. Hard to explain. But But yeah, you will get these signbacks quite commonly in this area and then around the Brittany area as well, as you can see here. And I would just orient yourselves with these type of signbacks. It might not be the most reliable just because it is a bit hard to distinguish between the different signbacks, but at least you know in which pockets they can be grown and you can use them in conjunction with the landscape here. Like these houses here look quite, Basque in a way. And we got some big mountains to the south here. So Pyrenees makes total sense. And with the signbacks, we know to guess there, of course. Right. And then we're going to a Pas de Calais signback here. And this is like a dark green post paired with like a lighter shade of green. So I think of it like as a matcha shade of green. If you guys have ever seen like Japanese matcha, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the powder looks exactly like this color to me. And yeah, you'll occasionally see the logo kind of on the sign back as well, like this triangle thing. And you'll get that on a lot of the backs of signs. But yeah, just this like matcha green with a very dark green signpost is going to be this area up here in the Pas de Calais department. And yeah, basically that combination, to guess this area here, just southeast of Calais. All right, and then the other thing that we're going to be talking about is the Seine et Marne and the Ile et Vilaine square brown signs. So mostly found in the Seine et Marne province or region subdivision. You will get these full brown posts with the brown signbacks throughout this region, and pretty common. Looks kind of like a chocolate color, I would say. And yeah, these are very common east of Paris in this province. So yeah, they're found everywhere, pretty much. And then in the Ile et Vilaine area, they're very rare, but I was able to find like 2 examples. This one's on a silver signpost, but you do still have that brown sign back. And then here's an example of it just being full brown with the brown signpost. So mainly those brown signbacks with the posts are usually found in these 2 areas. So just east of Paris and the Rennais province there. And then one more thing here. We're talking about the Pyrénées-Orientales flag here for metaphor. And, this flag is pretty much found on this area that is bordering Catalan in Spain. And you'll see this sign on everything, the flag on a lot of things. Here it is on a construction sign. But yeah, you'll see it flying in a lot of places, Perpignan especially, and surrounding suburbs. Kind of reminds me of like a Spanish colored flag in a way. So that's how I kind of remember it. But like, yeah, very cool looking flag. And, you'll see it flying next to a French flag sometimes and surrounding a lot of squares. So yeah, if you see one of these, make sure to guess in this area that is bordering Catalan. Alrighty, the last thing that we're going to be going into now is architecture metas here. So we'll start off with Flemish houses. So these are white mortar outline bricks. Kind of similar to a lot of the brickwork that you'll see in Belgium, which makes sense because it is bordering Belgium, of course. But a lot of Flemish architecture, you'll see a lot of bricks. And by the white mortar, you can see it in between the bricks here. But yeah, just a lot of this brick architecture. You will see a different example in the Toulouse brick, but yeah, it slightly differs in a way, and I think it's quite easy to tell these 2 apart because this looks a bit more like Belgium, of course, and like this is just the most Belgian thing I've ever seen without actually being in Belgium with all of this brick. So definitely take a look at that one, and then we will transition over to the Toulouse one. In which it's a different style of brick. You're going to get like bright orange brick buildings, and they differ from the brick houses in Belgium by being a little bit brighter, as you can see. So like if I were to compare this one to the Flemish houses, you can see how the brickwork is just way brighter. Bit darker brick here, but in the Toulouse ones, it's just way brighter, way more like vivid, I think, in terms of the redness. And yeah, a couple of good examples around the Toulouse area, but yeah, you will get this lighter brick in the Toulouse area. And you can obviously differ between the 2 because there is such regional differences and architecture differences. Like, this doesn't look like Belgium at all to me. Although I can see people getting confused with it. So definitely take a look at both in the JSON and learn the difference. And then the last thing architecture-wise that we're going to be going into is Basque architecture. So it does, Basque is this part of Spain and this part of France here. And Basque architecture is typically going to have these like long wooden slats of the color, and then the shades, shutters, the doorway, the stairway will all match that color, and some parts of the roof as well. So like on this one, you'll see it has gray vertical stripes, but it matches the gate, it matches the windows, matches the trimming of the house as well. And this is a great example because we do have these slats with matches the window shutters and the wooden doorway here. And yeah, just Basque architecture in general. Learning how to recognize architecture is very useful, especially for this area, because like who's really guessing down here in France, Unless you know for a fact we see some Basque architecture, oh, we're sending that one immediately. But yeah, very useful one, and I hope you guys learned something from the architecture little tips in France there. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching another 5 Metas Every Pro Should Know video. France is a very diverse and interesting country, and I think there's a lot to learn because region guessing isn't as simple as just clicking the label sometimes. So I hope you guys learned something here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course, and I'll see you guys next week for another 5 Metas Every Pro Should Know video. Peace.